Come, Holy Spirit, fill the hearts of thy faithful people, and kindle in them the fire of thy love. Send forth thy Spirit, and they shall be made, and thou shalt renew the face of the earth. Amen.
Amen. We do not want to oppress anyone. All we want is our God-given freedom to be human in the land of our birth.
The story of Desmond Tutu's rise to leadership begins in a barren black township in the western Transvaal. Born in 1931 to a schoolmaster father and an uneducated mother, Tutu and his family were denied opportunities because of the color of their skin.
I thought, this is how God has organized things. This is how it ought to be.
Initially, Tutu wanted to become a doctor. However, because his family could not afford the fees, he became a teacher. In 1957, when the government instituted a state-administered system of inferior education for black students, Tutu resigned in protest. He entered the ministry and was ordained a priest in the Anglican Church in 1961. Later that year, he left South Africa with his wife Leah and his growing family to study in England. His time there gave him the confidence to disagree openly. In 1975, he was appointed Dean of St. Mary's Cathedral in Johannesburg. The South Africa he encountered upon his return was about to explode in violence. And because he was the first black person to hold this position, many looked to him for leadership.
So when I went back to South Africa as Dean of Johannesburg, one just had to be involved to articulate the aspirations of our people, because I'd been given a position that blacks had not had before, a platform, and people began listening, and we didn't have many of our real leaders around, and I was a kind of leader by default.
From 1976 to 1978, he was Bishop of Lesotho. And in 1978, he was appointed General Secretary of the South African Council of Churches, an interdenominational, interracial affiliate of the World Council of Churches. Bishop Tutu gradually turned this organization into a powerful voice of protest against apartheid. In 1984, when Tutu stepped down as head of the South African Council of Churches, he was one of the few black leaders who was not in prison. He continued to speak out and did not let himself become discouraged. A major turning point in Desmond Tutu's rise to international prominence was being named the 1984 Nobel Peace Prize recipient.
In honoring me, it is honoring millions of those who are victims of a vicious system.
Upon receiving the award in Oslo, Norway, Tutu gave a speech that forced the world to focus its attention on South Africa. He continued to preach nonviolent resistance.
When will we learn that human beings are of infinite value because they have been created in the image of God? That it is blasphemy to treat them as if they were less than this, and to do so ultimately recoils on those who do this. Perhaps oppression dehumanizes the oppressor as much as, if not more than, the oppressed. They need each other to become totally free, to become human. We can be human only in fellowship, in community, in koinonia, in peace.
For his heroic efforts in the cause against apartheid, Archbishop Desmond Tutu has been honored with numerous awards and honorary degrees. Although retired as Archbishop of Cape Town, he is an active lecturer and is currently a visiting professor at Emory University in Atlanta. Tutu's sermons, speeches, and statements have been collected to remind us of the work that has been accomplished and the work that still must go on.
To work for reconciliation is to want to realize God's dream for humanity, when we will know that we are indeed members of one family. bound together in a delicate network of interdependence.
To symbolize the history of our country, that we have come through wars, through colonialism, to apartheid, to having peace at last now. Who best can we have than Mama Leah Tutu and Archbishop Tutu to symbolize that peace right here in the Granary building in the city of Cape Town.
In April 2015, the city of Cape Town resolved to lease the historic Granary building to the Desmond and Leah Tutu Legacy Foundation. Over its more than 2 centuries of existence, this national monument has seen service as a customs house, post office, observatory, granary, public works department, magistrates court, and as a women's prison. It is in need of a little tender, loving care. In the hands of the Legacy Foundation, it will be transformed into a place of hope and a beacon of peace. Together, the city and the foundation will restore this structure. Consistent with the life, work, vision, and values of Archbishop and Mrs. Tutu, we plan to preserve this testament to our heritage while creating a green building. The renovated building will be home to the Desmond and Leah Tutu Legacy Foundation. It will also house the office of the Archbishop, provide museum and exhibition space, as well as a home for our vast archive, offer a venue for conferences and mediation, set aside space for meditation and worship. In addition, we plan to share our space with like-minded organizations for peace, morality, and human dignity. That's where we're heading. It is a massive responsibility. With your help, we will turn the vision into reality.
Amen.